Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Builds Back to Life. Today we're going to be attempting to fix a Radica bass fishing handheld game. This handheld game is dated 1996. It's one of my cousin's handheld games that he used to have, and then I just happened to acquire at some point. This game hasn't been used in quite a while. A couple of months ago I found this. It had a lot of corrosion on the battery posts. I took that all out, took the old batteries out, put new batteries in. It worked for about 3 seconds and then it just went dead and I couldn't get it to come back on again. So today we're going to be trying to fix this and get it back to working order. I've already taken out 2 screws on the back. These 2 screws on the back, and so now looking at it, we're just going to see if we can try to get this thing to work. And for this job, I'll be bringing out my magnifier. So most of the back is ready to come off now. We just have this screw right here. So I think now we should be able to take off the whole thing. You kind of have to push that in and then let it go, pull out, and then do the same with the other side here. Alright, move that out of the way. Okay, so this thing is pulled apart now. That is why power was not working. The black cable that goes to the circuit board on the toy, you can see that has disconnected from the battery terminal. This black cable has fallen off completely from the battery terminal right here to the circuit board over here. We are going to have to reconnect that. I went and grabbed some things that we're going to need for this repair just after we looked at it a little bit. I got a cup of white vinegar. That will help us clean up the corrosive material around here on the battery terminals. Also got some Q-tips for that. You can also use some screwdrivers likely too. And also got a soldering iron because we're going to be needing that later for this repair whenever we get the corrosive material all cleaned up. So let's go ahead, take our vinegar. And I've just heard on the web that white vinegar helps with cleaning up the corrosive material and everything, so we'll see if that's actually the case. Wow, I think it actually is doing a really good job actually. Okay, so the next thing is looking at this board. The cable, the negative cable that fell off this battery terminal and the terminal on the board. It looks like it probably is soldered on the back. So likely what we're going to have to do, and I'm just going to check just to make sure, is unscrew all of these screws and then pull off the board. Check and see if it's soldered on from the back or what the connection is like here. And this is the one with the display on it. So what I'm looking at are these connections right down here. That right there is the solder joint that goes straight to the battery. And resolder that wire back on there, and then resolder it back onto the battery terminal, and then that should fix everything. Now let's turn on our soldering iron, and while it's heating up, we can clean off those buttons. We have our bottle of rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna pull the pad off. Look at all of that stuff that was on there. We need to take this black cable and expose more of the ends on it. This is so small, I think we're gonna have to get a box knife. There we go. So we got that wire exposed there. Boom. We have exposed wire. Alright, it is significantly smaller than what we started out with. I am really bad at soldering things, so this is going to be interesting to see how this goes. Alright, so the wire is stuck through. Alright, so I think that's good. Okay, we might have it. So I do realize that this solder joint, the first one I made, does not look very pretty, but I also, very amateur. We are also going to clean this little guy. I forgot to clean this little guy whenever we're cleaning on the battery corrosions. And then just look at the effects that happen from this. It's just cool. Just like the foam, the kind of fizzy foam that comes up. Last one in there, which is gonna be the hardest. To squeeze these two, probably get one seated and then squeeze the other one on like that. That's pretty close. Get these other last screws screwed in. There we go. All right, it's on, so we'll see if it starts on. Turns on. Still not turning on. Obviously, it is unfortunate that we were not able to get this running in this video, but next video we will tackle this and see if we can find out the reason why it is still not turning on. My guess is it's probably something to do with that first solder point job I did on the circuit board. Still, as an amateur solderer, I'm not very good, still learning. It's just another opportunity to practice, and guys, I'll see you in the next one.